with a little challenge for you guys that you guys might already be familiar with. So who over here can recreate this image of Jenny over here? Okay. Not a lot of us. After today's talk, I will teach you guys the skills to become a master artist, to recreate this picture perfectly. But before I do that, let's begin with a different challenge. Who over here can recreate this picture of a solid gray square? Thank you guys. Yeah, almost all of us can, right? It's easy. So if we can recreate one gray square, then we can draw 2, or 3, or 30, or 300, or 3,000 gray squares. And as you can see, if you can draw just one gray square, it can add up together to be this final entire image of Jenny. So congrats, guys. If you're able to draw gray squares, you can be a master artist. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. That's crazy, right? How does that make me a master artist? Well, let me introduce you guys to Chuck Close. Chuck Close is one of the highest earning artists over decades in art history. And he creates his artworks using the exact same technique that I taught you guys just now by drawing gray squares. He separates his canvas into grids, each colored in by a different shade of gray. So, what is standing between us from reaching how Chuck Close is like? What is standing us from becoming a master artist, from fulfilling our biggest dreams in life? It is not that we're not able to draw gray squares. That's easy. What is difficult is we do not believe that by drawing one gray square after the other, it'll eventually lead to this masterpiece. What is difficult is we do not believe that by taking small steps one after the other, it'll help us build our dream life. And that is what I want to talk about today. Do you guys believe that one gray square can lead to a masterpiece? Do you believe that you can live your dream life? Do you believe that you're gonna get an A on your next exam? That you are going to get into your dream university or college? That you will date your dream girl or dream boy? That you will find your dream job? Well, if you ask me 8 years ago, high school Evelyn, high school me, these questions, I would have been unsure about my answers. 8 years ago, I was just like every one of you. I was in an international school in Beijing, unsure about my future. If you were to tell high school me that I would get into Cornell University and Cambridge University for college, that I would then go to Cornell and graduate with a 4.0 GPA, if you were to tell high school Evelyn that I would then go to Harvard and study at the Harvard Education School, that I would be graduating at 22 and starting my own business, making 8 figures every year, and if you were to tell high school Evelyn that I would be standing on this stage speaking to you guys right now, high school me would have said that you were crazy. Not because she didn't dream big, but because she was never the girl who felt fully ready. This is a picture of me when I was in 12th grade with my mom. I was at Cambridge University. I was there for an interview, in-person interview for college. I was so nervous, and I really wanted to get the offer. So, what did I do? That day on my interview, before my interview, I stood in my hotel room, and I spent an hour speaking to myself in the mirror in my bathroom. I looked myself in the eyes and told myself, "You are ready. You are going to answer all the questions perfectly. The professors will love you. You are confident. You are going to get the offer." So I walked into that interview room with confidence, with self-belief. And in the end, I did get the offer. Fast forward to when I was 22, that was 2 years ago. I graduated from Harvard knowing that I wanted to start my own business. But lacking any entrepreneurship experience, I was just like that dog over there. I had no idea what I was doing. So, what did I do? Every morning, on my way to work, or while I was brushing my teeth, I would listen to mindful meditations. These were podcasts and audios that helped me give myself positive affirmations and self-confidence. I would listen to it and repeat it out loud to myself. These 3 were my 3 favorite quotes from the meditation. It says, "You have the power to shape your day in any way you desire. I love myself, I trust myself, I believe in myself, and I'm fully confident in myself. I'm guided, I'm strong, I'm brave, and I'm resilient." And 2 years later, I'm standing here leading my own 11-people company. Now, these were images of wallpapers, screensavers that I used on my laptop and on my phone from high school up until now. So in high school, that was my exact photo for my laptop screensaver, a logo of my dream university. And so was the wallpaper on my phone. And even after I got into my dream university, I would make wallpapers for myself every year. I would find pictures that represented my ideal life, my dream life, and put them into a collage. And I would set that as my wallpaper for that entire year. So you can see this was my wallpaper last year, and it says I will manifest these in 2025. And this is my current wallpaper. So after hearing me talk about all of this, some of you might be thinking, this girl is crazy. She speaks to herself in the mirror, she makes her own wallpapers. Well, it worked for me. And it is actually scientifically proven as well. But guys, I'm not saying that by simply sitting in your bedroom, closing your eyes, wishing for your dream future to magically happen will make it happen. That is only step 1. You need action along with belief. However, step 1 is always believing that it will happen, because only with belief will it shape your actions. When you believe in something, you're going to act differently. You're going to walk into a room differently. You're going to speak with more confidence. You're going to put in different levels of effort. So with belief will come your actions that make it realistic. Okay. So I've talked about the scientific evidence here. Studies on athletes show that athletes who have higher self-confidence, higher self-efficacy, actually perform better in competitions. Studies done on high school students also show that grade 9 students who have higher confidence levels in their math ability actually perform better in math from grade 9 all the way till grade 12. And if these 2 pieces of evidence still don't fully convince you of the importance of self-belief, here I guess is the ultimate evidence that you will need to believe the power of self-belief.
请您继续留在座位上，并系好安全带。为了保证您和他人的安全，请不要起身开启行李架，离开行李。成员再次感谢您前程新空人民成员中国国际航空公司航班。
Okay, so that's a video of me when I was in 12th grade. I was 10 kilometers above ground in the plane where my Cornell offer results came out. As you can see, I was very happy, genuinely happy. Not only because I got into my dream university, Cornell, but more so because what seemed to me to be so distant, so far from reach, impossible, actually became reality. And the reason for that was because I believed that step by step, 1 gray square by 1 gray square, it'll eventually build into this piece of masterpiece. And today, I'm talking to you guys out there. I know some of you might be sharing the same dreams as me. You want to get into your dream college. Some of you might have different dreams. Maybe you want to be a musician, an artist, an athlete, you name it. Although we might not share the same dreams, I'm sure that we do share the same self-doubts. And so today, I want to end with a little challenge for you guys. Before you fall asleep tonight, maybe after you brush your teeth, stare and look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I love myself, I trust myself, I believe in myself, and I am fully confident in myself. The next morning, when you wake up remembering that small gray square that I wanted you guys to draw. And remember that it is just one gray square by one gray square that will add up together to become a masterpiece. And that is the power of self-belief. Thank you, guys.